Free City of Maia. Angela, Joanne, and Carly and Charlotte, or um, Charlie, Carlet, something like that. Okay, so this is going to be a little weird, but the first thing I'm actually going to do is save again, and that's because uh, yesterday I ran into a very, very risky situation where I nearly died. Um, I'm still not using infinite health cheats or altering my stats in any way. But I have applied some cheats here, actually. But in order to do that, I'm going to save, and just to play things a little safe, I'm going to actually turn the cheats off now and reset. So that's also just to keep the times synchronized and all that. The reason why I don't really want the cheats to be on all the time is because the way these cheats work is that it just modifies the memory and permanently sets a value to something. So I'm already doing that with items, where I have 3 items set to a particular value. And you know, if I set health to a permanent amount, I'm not really sure what kind of issues will arise. Like if there was like a scripted sequence where I need to die or something like that. In this case though, I have added 3 items into my inventory. This is not going to prevent me from dying, but this next best thing to a good defense, I suppose, is to have a good offense. So let's open up my storage and see if this worked. Hello, Mitchell. So the 3 items here at the top are still active cheats. So 9 chocolates, 3 walnuts, and 1 cup of wishes. Those cheats are still on. But now I have 3 weapons here, 1 for each character. And even now you can see some translation differences. I have the Clem Soleil, an oak cane, and the meteor flail. So these are the 6th best items for these characters in the game, I think. Maybe the 7th. So Duran has the Clam Soleil, or the Crow Solas in the fan translation. Angela has the cane, and Charlie, why am I already messing that up? Charlotte. Charlotte has the meteor flail, but cutting off the letter R is pretty common in translations of the SNES era. And the Mizunara cane and the oak cane. Looking for these game genie codes was pretty confusing because these are all probably katakana names, which kind of had to be interpreted. I think there's a little bit of a mix-up in Angela's canes and staves. I think some of the names have shifted a little, but as you saw there, Duran has the Clem Soleil, which is, I believe, a mythical weapon of some sort in real life, but it was somehow romanized into this mess on the left, Crow Solas, and the Meteor Flail as well. The reason why these are the 6th best weapons rather than the best weapons is because I've already tried that, and I can't equip them. There appears to be class restrictions because I do have class changes after this once I reach level 18. So I won't be able to equip them until I get the right class change, I think. But this, with really, really high attack damage, should be able to let me just plow through the first half, maybe the first 2/3 of the game. And that's all of our housekeeping at the moment. And let's continue. So we are here in the city of Maia, And we kind of just have to leave and figure out what to do. So we go here. Hello. I don't believe we've met. And the sailor on the right does not greet them at all. He just talks about what himself. And it's a bit more detailed as well. Stronger barrier. It made his eminence fall so dangerously ill. He collapsed. He used a lot of energy in the process. Bit of a weird phrasing there. Energy. The only one who can cure him is Heath. A young priest named Heath. It seems the priest's life is in danger. No one knows where he is. This could be bad. Lots of more fancy prose on the right. Oh right, that's what Charlotte's looking for. No, not Grandpa. I have to go back. We have to go back. We have to go back with a letter H and with letter F. We have to go back. Right now. It's just a completely different interpretation of making her sound like a child. We have to get the Sword of Mana and find Heath in order to save your grandfather. Like your grandfather said, that kind of implies that Kali was in there. But she actually stayed out of the temple. I know it sounds harsh, but it's the truth. You know that's the only way we can help right now, so dry those tears, okay? Stop crying! Why is Angela such a... Sniffle, with parentheses on the left and asterisks on the right. Just, Angela's such a jerk. Angela in full width text, all caps. What can we do? Oh, I just walked into him and the dialogue spoke. What can we do without the Priest of Light? The Priest of... Oh, that's completely different. The Priest of Light has fallen ill. What can we do without the Priest of Light? Okay, let's just leave. And... now let's just plow through everything. Robin Hood's on the right, rabbits, and bugs on the left. But yeah, I'm just plowing through everything now. So this should reduce a fair amount of risk, but it's still confusing. Oh, an item. Pui pui grass. Assassin ant, assassin bug. Oh, that's an item. Oh, round drop. Honey elixir. Oh, that's a full heal. Why did I get that so early? Is that dropped from the bugs? I hope getting the item, those powerful items though, did not actually skew leveling and enemy levels. Items. Candy! I'm not sure. Honey drinks, again. I'm not really sure how this game is balanced at all. It could just be just placed spawns, so it might be based on area. But there are lots of different ways to balance stuff. It's only in like procedurally generated games like later on which really had scaling of some sort. Let's see, let's increase my dexterity. So this should increase my evasion if it's not bugged. But yeah, it's really just me worrying about a bit too much, I think. Let's increase my dexterity on that side. Where am I supposed to go? It says I need to find a cave. But even then, there's a little bit of drift here, because the game, it does have random spawns, somewhat random anyway. So there's like a pool of three different enemy sets that you could have per map, I think. I think this is where I'm supposed to go. Find a cave. Cleft of the earth, stone split gap. And yeah, there's a save point. What I'm actually worried about though, by using these items is that I'll neglect all of my other stats, because I still need to raise my defense properly, and eventually get probably just better equipment all around and the correct skills. So, oh, who's this? It's the princess. Oh no. We are under orders to kill you on sight. Princess Angela, you are charged with treason and sentenced to death. Oh, that's not good. Kill on sight? Why aren't you killing me on sight then? Wait a sec. What are you doing? What? You're a bad girl. You need a spanking. Huh? Oh no, you're a criminal? Okay. You're working with the enemy, aren't you? Silence. You are enemies of the kingdom. Bring out those magic devices. We'll trap them on the bridge. What enemy? On the left. It's mainly just betrayal. That's not working with the enemy. Release the machine golems. Trap them on the bridge. Yes, sir. Oh. What? Uh-oh. It's starting at the wrong time. Oh. Oh, I'm already out. I'm already dead in one side. Wow, that's a lot of... No, it's just really powerful enemies. So I had a lot of difficulty on the first boss as well. So I probably should try to raise my defense and buy better equipment. This is an RPG after all. I should actually be buying equipment and upgrading. But I have kind of neglected that because it's kind of boring. At the end of the last stream you saw that it took me half an hour, so... Hmm? It's gonna blow. Ooh. It's a bomb. Sorry everyone, this is all because of me. I'm sorry, this is my fault. Queen of Reason, huh? What the hell is she thinking? No kidding, leave it to old tennis mages to mess everything up. That's completely different. Wow, where's this coming from? Hey, don't talk about my mother like that. Well, maybe you should have just collapsed right along with that bridge. Without the Japanese version, I won't be able to tell which one is actually the correct translation. But both of them are still pretty valid reactions to this scene. So sometimes in localization, they get, they change entirely. So, wait. Or maybe you would like to find yourself at the bottom of the ravine too. Don't throw a temper tantrum. Get a room, you two. Do either of you know why alternate magicians are here? Um. Wow, that's pretty and the things kids say these days, you know? Get a room. um. There is, yeah, and she's talking with like a lot of vocabulary, complicated vocabulary as well. I think this is actually something that comes up later in her backstory, but she's actually not a young child. She's more like, I think she was actually cursed, and she's kind of stuck looking like a child, rather than actually being a child. Well, I think we kind of have to look that up, or just continue with the game. What will these Altena witches be doing here? No comment on that. Yeah. The profile, I think, says that she's like, every character profile does have an age though. I think it says like she's 15 or something, so. No, not that either. If they're here, that must mean a mana stone is nearby. We need to find the Hero King and ask him where the stone and its elemental are. We have to ask the King of Valstnara, but how can we get to him? How do we get there with the bridge down? Okay. Just changing my character around. Yeah, I think that's it. I kind of looked up some of the character profiles, but yeah, it says that she's actually 15 and is somehow affected by some kind of curse or something. I don't know. Oh. There we go. So here I need to... what is with this walkthrough? I was looking up the walkthroughs though, and guides, and the translations are all over the place, really. So different katakana readings, and also different translations. Some of them try to interpret it in the style of Secret of Mana. Some of them translate them a bit too literally with Romaji. Some of them use the fan translation. So actually figuring out the codes for the weapons was kind of difficult. Oh, there's like a path down here. Where does that go? Oh, that's just a thingy. Yeah, so like in this walkthrough here, like Maia is spelled differently. It's talking about ice mages instead of mages from Altena, the land of ice. I have only played Sword of Mana, and there were apparently a lot of story liberties there. Well, I've played Final Fantasy Adventure as well, actually. So both Final Fantasy Adventure, the original, and Sword of Mana. And Sword of Mana was a much more broad remake where they kind of tried to put it in the Secret of Mana engine with all of those game mechanics, and they changed the plot quite a fair bit as well. And apparently, the story it's apparently just not canon, if you know what that means, because of the changes in the story. Adventures of Mana, though, that has its own issues as well, because time of day is moving differently. Because it's actually just a straight remake. So it's much like time is advancing at a different rate. Why is that? I think I'm going to rest here. Save. So Adventures of Mana, I think it's on consoles, but it was originally released for mobile phones. And it was very much just a straight like 3D remake of Final Fantasy Adventure. So sort of like Final Fantasy IV on the DS. That's probably the only comparison I can make, where they just took the game, fixed it up a little in terms of bugs, and everything was in this 3D chibi thing. And the game, aside from that, kind of played in exactly the same way. I mean, for Final Fantasy IV, I've played both versions as well. Actually, I've played all three versions: SNES, Game Boy Advance, and DS. And it's very much just a straight translation of 2D into 3D for Final Fantasy IV DS. And Adventures of Mana was apparently the same, and it kind of had issues there. Secret of Mana was also the same and had issues, which is why Trials of Mana will probably be quite more exciting, because it's actually a full reimagining, I suppose, if you want to call it that. I don't think I've played Saga is different from Romancing Saga, right? Either way, I don't think I've played any of those. So the walkthrough says I need to talk to Bon Voyage, or Von Voyage. What? The bridge fell down? Finally, time for my Hyper Deluxe Special Cannon V2. The bridge is down. Hyper Deluxe Super Hyper Deluxe Super Cannon, Hyper Deluxe Special Cannon. Really? That's some name. I think Romancing Saga and Saga are different. But yeah, I have not played any of them. Okay, what now? Here it is. Ain't she a beaut? Wait, what? The ultra gorgeous turbo cannon 2. The ultra fabulous turbo cannon number 2. Oops. Oh. Gunpowder. I forgot about the gunpowder. This thing needs gunpowder. Oh, that is terrible editing there. It's using the word gunpowder 3 times. I forgot about ignition fuel. I need nitromite to fire this up. Could you get me some gunpowder? I'm too busy on my next gunpowder. Gunpowder, gunpowder, gunpowder. Okay. Yeah, all of the Square Enix games in the SNES era kind of were spin-offs of Final Fantasy, and all the projects were kind of intermingled. So here, even actually when I was watching the remake trailer of this, I got a bit of an Akira Toriyama vibe from it in terms of art style. Not too much, but it was close enough. And here you can see, in the terms of the detail of the sprites, it makes me think of like a better chrono trigger, in fact. There's a famous story that comes around when it comes to the trinity of like the best JRPGs, the Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy VI, and Chrono Trigger, in that all three of those games actually had each other's names at some point. So Final Fantasy VI was actually supposed to be a Mana game. Chrono Trigger was actually supposed to be Final Fantasy, and Secret of Mana was supposed to be Chrono Trigger or something like that. So, fuel, huh? Gunpowder, huh? Who cares? I'm gonna go ask someone else. I don't know, let's just ask someone in town. The writing on the left... Maybe this is why I got lost, because the writing on the left kind of implies that this isn't actually the intended goal. And I think it says that I actually need to use it. Let's just ask someone in town. Let's just continue. Saga 3, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, that's the bad one, right? That's the one which was like super simplified, and I just know that Mystic Quest has like, there's like several games with the name Mystic Quest, so. Okay. Instead of saying specifically who to talk to, it just says talk to everyone, unfortunately. And it says wife. The walkthrough says wife. It says right here, sister. I am Bon Voyage's sister. Bonsoir. I am Von Voyage's sister. Bonsoir. I don't think I was supposed to talk to her. She just said the exact same thing. So let's just do what Angela says and ask around town. Probably... I kind of picked this guide because I could print it out on a single piece of paper, but I'm not exactly sure if it's the right idea. So let's just kind of explore randomly. The entrance to Dwarf Tunnel is in Stone Split Gap. Oh, so many text boxes. Dwarfs. I think I'm supposed to find dwarfs. I hear there's a colony of dwarfs. Ugh, what are they? Are they like ants or something? Gunpowder? You could probably get that at the dwarf village. Huh. Now that you mention it, I think there was something like that in Dwarf Village. Ooh, I found the right person. Now I need to head back again. Yeah, I didn't really play those games, so it's only really afterwards where I started getting into these RPGs. So not during the SNES itself, but a little bit after. Okay, so it's like the colony of dwarves is... I think it's more like a it's just a literal phrasing. Colony. I'm just making fun of the phrasing. I did not expect you to mention that North myth. Let's just raise dexterity again. And that was for Duran. Polter box, yay. And dexterity on that side. Oh, there's something else here as well. Candy. Candy. For the most part though, I think these games usually just go for the name drop. I just take names and a little bit of referencing, but I don't know if you really should look at that too deeply. This is, at least I'm surviving now. Oh, except for that. Oh, those Chobin hoods. Oh, can I raise that? No, let's just raise dexterity again. And that was for Charlotte. Oh, and she learned an ability. Hopefully, I think, because one of my characters were knocked out during combat, I think their experience level is actually different now. That may be a problem, because I'm not leveling up, actually. I'm not leveling up on the left. There we go. Dexterity. Ow. Should try to raise my health as well. Okay. Check the statue here. There's something about this statue. I think I just need to... This is a kind of an annoying way to progress in the game, I think. I think I just need to keep talking to people. I may need to actually talk to multiple people. Just like previously, where I had to talk to 3 specific people. So I guess I just need to go back to town again. Ugh, why is it taking so long? So much for using combat to get through it easily, I'm just going back and forth. What is just this really long path? Okay, this time around I'm just gonna talk to everyone, I think. Yeah, no wonder I kind of quit here. It's just talking, yeah, it's just an annoying objective. In the Nintendo Direct demo of the remake though, let's raise, can't raise that, let's raise intellect there. There were actually objective markers that came up. My level's incorrect again, I need to... Why am I leveling? Oh, now I need to remember to raise intellect on the left. And it's dark as well. Why is the time moving differently? Ugh. Why is that happening? I need to synchronize this. But yeah, it's just combat, combat, and combat. Ooh, there was no choice on the left. At least my days are still synced. The guide here says that I need to talk to everyone and then head back to the cave I was in. So that's why I went back there. And then I would be able to, I suppose, interact with it in some way. But have I talked to that old guy yet? Nitromite. Gunpowder. The dwarves would have that. I'm pretty sure the dwarves would use that stuff. The entrance to their village. There's a secret entrance in Stonesplit Gap just before the bridge. That's all I know. Also, I hear. And there's like no flag telling me that I can continue now. Yeah, I'm already starting to not like this game. I think I can head back now. It just says talk to everyone. Let's go again. Yay. Let's try to fix that level discrepancy. Intelligence. Get that combat. I do need to level up and stuff though. Hello, Sawato. 40 damage. These damn arrows. Okay, hopefully I can unlock access to the dwarven village now. Ugh, enemies everywhere. Oh, whatever. Anything? Okay, I needed to interact with the statue as well. Dwarf tunnel, dwarf cave, the dwarf cave. What will you do? Wisp on the left, Lumina on the right. Lumina is the official one. Wisp is the literal translation, which really makes things confusing if you're moving on from, well, a lot of things here. I think most of the system in the fan translation is just translated literally, which makes it inconsistent with Secret of Mana. Finally, my turn. See this wall here? It's actually an illusion. The gemstones in these walls are reflective. The dwarves are using light to create illusions? You know, they used to... Oh, that's completely different again. See, this looks like a rock here, but if I change the angle of incident, just so... That's a little bit too technical, I think, and that comes out of nowhere. They used to call this Gem Valley because of all the crystals in the rock walls. That's how they disguise the entrance. This big rock looks normal, but I can shine my light to nullify the illusion. Ta-da, here it is. This is the entrance you've been looking for. Here's what the entrance really looks like. Now get in there. I didn't know this was like a science. I didn't know this was a sci-fi game. Ankle of Incidents. Okay. Where's the door? Where's the door? Left, right? Am I not walking into... Yeah. Still. Where's the... Oh, is that it? Oh, I can't see that. Oh, it's just the spikes not popping out correctly. Empty cave. Empty cave. Nothing here. Wow. That bit of darkness leading into the next room doesn't really pop out particularly well. And here are the dwarves. Hello. Whoa, I guess you saw the trick entrance, huh? As I live and breathe, topsoilers! You done saw through our trick entrance, didn't ya? Let's see, there's an inn here. Oh, it actually says... wait, no, it always said inn in English. Talk to that guy. Hi-ho! Hi-ho! It's off to work I go. That actually lines up from left to right. Huh. That's a weird coincidence. Gunpowder? Sure, I think Watts has some. He's in the item shop. That's like a completely different NPC, I think. Nitromite. Watts has some in his shop. They all look the same. Ugh. I hope that's not racist. Oh well. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Watts though. He's in the shop. No, he's not Watts. Watts left a while ago. He said there was something strange at the end of the new tunnel. Strange at the end of the tunnel. And the one on the right doesn't foreshadow anything. It's just he's working on this stuff. Get out of the village to the right and you'll find them eventually. I'm minding the shop. On that note, welcome! In the meantime, why don't you buy something? Okay. Welcome! It's just a bunch of stuff. I should probably grab a few of these. Own and carrying. I don't know if I'll actually use these. But let's just see. My items are not synchronized at all. I should probably sell that. Oh, it only goes to... It only looks at the inventory of the character. So if I want to sell the inventory of other characters, I actually need to change and then talk to them again. So sell weapons, sell the old sword. I hope that won't cause any problems. But the small inventory, the item inventory for consumables is still the same. So, in just a good measure, let's just sell the final item weapon as well. I don't think I needed to because I'm not buying anything in the first place. Lots of money there, but okay, enough messing around. Go to the right. Something to the right. Is this it? No. What's this? That's another shop. Oh, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Whoops. Witches were defense up to 25. I should probably... I really don't want to deal with defensive stuff. I should probably just get the ultimate armors next time. Where's the pub? I guess it's in the inn. Should probably save regularly. Oh, 60 coin for a bunch of straw? Might as well. Oh, my max MP is different. Why is that? Oh, now it is. I don't remember spending any... A really expensive camping trip. Ooh! Whoa, wow. Why are the times different? That's 5 seconds behind for some reason. Why is that? When did that happen? Well, I synchronized the saves, so... That's probably the first instance of drift, because as you saw, I was loading and pausing simultaneously and saving simultaneously as well. I mean, the reason why I reset the game, in fact, was because deactivating the cheats would pause emulation, which would set the time off. So that bit of drift is kind of weird. Don't know where it came from. Where's the exit? Exit to the right. Exit to the right. Is this it? Yes? No? Maybe? Watch out, stand back, or you'll get hurt. Out of the way, I got holes to dig. Just to stay back if you like your head where it is. Just more personality on the right. I'm not sure about the clock, because I've been playing yesterday as well. And there was never a desync before. I've only seen a 5-second desync between the last time I saved and now. So something happened there. I'm just not sure. You know what? Just to play things safe, since I haven't found... I'm just going to reset the game. Because I did wait 5 seconds on the right anyway. I would like to know where that came from. But unfortunately, yeah. I have no idea where random number generation here comes from. It could be based on a lot of different things. Obviously, it's already drifting. I'm just trying to make things as identical as possible. I have no idea where those extra 5 seconds came from. But it could be a lot of things. It could be the system clock, it could be the input of my character, it could be my name, it could be like if the game had a system clock as well, it could be like it. Usually, a very common one is how long it takes for me to press start after turning on the console. So Like, that's already a slight difference there. There's just a lot of ways to generate random numbers and to find a seed. So I need to talk to Watts. Where's Watts? Is this him? No. Nothing's happening there. Is this another? Oh, that's another cave entrance. What's here? Who's this? Did you know that gnome is our patron spirit? His protection, patron elemental. Elemental is a common word, yes. Oh yeah, but as games get more complex, finding more complicated ways to generate randomness, it just happens. So the stuff about pressing the start button, that only really applies to NES games, so it's a very common thing that's mentioned in tool-assisted speedruns. Where is this guy? Do I need to... I'm stuck on the thing again. Watts? Where's Watts? Maybe I need to leave and go to... I hope I listened to the instruction. Oh, there he is. Yes, he just didn't spawn. Looking for what? He's further down the tunnel. Give me a sec, I'll make a path. I'll open it up. Ugh. There you go. Have fun. Ha! You're kinda weak for adventures, huh? I'll be seeing ya. Different enemies. Yeah. Dwarves. What do you expect? Elves are better. It's the same enemy here. Nah, not anymore. Dream read. Okay. Oh, there's a dwarf. Slime. Oh, I'm already running into... Like, I'm not instantly killing them anymore. So, yeah, I kinda need to just fight properly. Oh, great, arrows. I was just kidding. I mean, this is like where the dwarves all are, so... I wonder if I should probably fix the AI. Because at the moment I set them to help Angela. I think I can tell them to spread out, actually. That might make combat faster. So attack nearby enemies, assist Angela, assist Charlotte, attack untargeted enemies, attack nearby. So attack untargeted enemies. So that should make everyone spread out. Everyone has the strongest weapons, so that should be fine. And let's make Charlotte do the same thing. Attack different enemies from everyone else, or whatever. Oh, I just realized that it says tech on the left. So techs. I think that kind of comes from just the game mechanics, I think. So so like in Chrono Trigger, the special skills were called techs. I don't know what it's called in Secret of Mana. But yeah, on the right it's just called the special strike thing. So Let's just leave that. That should make everyone spread out and attack enemies everywhere. Hopefully. Why am I even picking up these things? Stardust herb. It's just a dungeon. Pretty long one. Oh, is this a dead end? Oh, it's a dead end. The walkthrough just says go through it and fight the boss at the end, so... Guess we're just gonna wander around. Hopefully not go back and forth too much. Okay. Maybe this way? Yeah. Oh, hello there, there you are. Yeah, what? Who's asking? Oh, you want nitromite? I got some here. How? Oh, it's just a single box. It'll cost you though, 5,000. So if I grind it enough, I can actually buy it and skip the entire quest. Unfortunately, I did not think of cheating for money, so I think I just need to fight the boss. 3,000? No way. Oh, I could have actually bought it. I was nearly there. Oh, great. There he goes. So if I could have bought it outright, and then I would have gotten a shortcut to get Gnome and bypassed the boss entirely. Unfortunately, I just didn't think of actually gathering enough money for that. I probably should have done that. I don't have infinite money, but I do have infinite items. I can just sell all that stuff. Oh well. Okay, I think now I need to move on. Maybe to that dead end. And I just realized that I had the game muted for the entire first hour. Oh, why didn't you point that out? I'm so sorry. Oh man, you missed the good music. There we go, the good music now. Oh, and I can actually walk through here now. It looks like a wall, but... Is the game volume good enough? I could turn it up. Oh, I can't believe I made that mistake. This is supposed to be like a permanent recording. This will actually go up on YouTube as well later. And that's why I kind of removed a number of different watermarks I have on the screen. Okay. Still, that's fine. There's this statue. Can I shoot up cliff? Can I hit up the cliff? Yes. So at least the enemy names here are the same. Mole bears. I guess it's just one of those classic enemies. To deal with this level up now. I suppose. Let's increase Constitution. Get a little bit more health there. There we go. What did I raise? Constitution or stamina. Can I go up or left or down? Looks like there's a thing to the left here. Goblin Lord, Goblin King. There's another level up. Ah, good. It's actually happened at the same time. Let's raise... Raise health. Oh, that doesn't look like the right way. Is this the right way? I'm not sure. Let's see. Hopefully that's the boss. I think I missed a save point. Should I risk this? Let's... This is risky. I'm gonna go back and save. I'm gonna look for that save point. This is a difficult game. I have better damage now because I've increased everything, but I still don't want to risk that. That was a very, very close call at the end of the last session. I'm probably being too cautious here though, but... Yeah, thankfully this is only like the second chapter. So, oh great, I now can't do anything about that guy. How do I save from him? Oh. Yeah, so... I don't think it's desync in the time now. But yeah, I do have the best weapons. And I did upgrade my armor once, so... I probably should have bought this stuff from the dwarf village, but I should be able to cope. Should. But if I do continue this for next week, I will look into getting the best armor in the game as well, just to get rid of that bit of just to get rid of that possibility as well. Let's increase my vitality. Oh, great, now I need to level up. Okay, let's try to figure out how to level up on this side. I don't want maybe a level discrepancy. Oh great, it's an ogre box. So confusing. Okay. I need to heal. Okay, boss time! What's this hole doing here? I've never seen this before. I got a bad feeling. Ugh. Did you hear that? Oh, and even the exclamation mark and the question mark are in the same order. I'm out of here. I ain't gonna stick around. Later. Bye. Trapped. Oh dear. Jewel Eater appeared. Jewel Eater attacks. Okay. Let's try using magic. I'll just let them attack. Thankfully, my main character is a mage, I can just stay back and let them fight as well. Bugbear? I don't know what a bugbear looks like. That's a D&D thing, right? Looks like a really giant anteater to me, like a giant echidna or something. Oh, now it just casted Protect. Yeah, I think I've seen it before, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Oh, I can't. Couldn't actually go in the menu there. Oh, that's because it died. Oh, that went very well this time. This time the one on the left won early. Oh, there's a bit of a rendering bug on the right. You won! The exit appeared. That was the legendary Jewel Eater. So that's the legendary subterranean monster Jewel Eater. Well, I'll be. The fact that it's using very big words on the right is definitely something I like. I mean, that was the theme of, kind of one of the themes of the writing here in the Japanese version as well. It didn't really hesitate to use all that complicated kanji. It's born once every 1,000 years. It surfaces every 1,000 years, that's different. It says to the west as well, that comes from the world. What's the world coming to? First gnome is missing in now this. What in tarnation is going on? Just a slightly different train of thought. What's the word coming to? What's going on? Hey, who's talking about me? Well, Maia's done started burning. No, you're right. No, you're right. Just a completely different meaning with the same word. Just because of, a symbol. Of course I'm alright, I was taking a nap. Just look at me, fine and dandy. I was taking a nap when that thing carried me off. It's a elemental spirit. I think it doesn't need to, I don't think it needs walls where it's going. I would have been eaten alive. That's nothing to laugh about. That's not funny. No, we need our help. Hey there, pretty lady. Well, if it ain't fairy, ain't been too long, sister. With the power of the elementals, we can open the portal. Sanctuary of Mana, Mana Holy Land. Well, I ain't one to turn down a lady's request. Kind of a weird personality going on here. He's a bit of a friendly guy. You're friends with gnomes now? Incredible! Well, I'll be. You guys are friends with a great and powerful gnome! Well, how can I ever repay you? Oh, wait, I know! How about some free gunpowder? Here, you can have the nitromite on the house. Don't worry about it. Here. Obtained gunpowder and nitromite. I'll warp you out of here. I'll send you right back to the entrance. Yes, please. Give my regards to Gnome. Don't let anything happen to Gnome. Whew. Okay. Save. Is there any drift? Okay. Now I need to go back through this pathway again, this very long road. This time at night. Now you get to finally hear the good music. This is really good music. It's like very fun. Very exciting. Again, very sorry for forgetting to unmute. Do let me know if there are any issues with the audio. I'm kind of watching it all the time as well, the levels and stuff. Zombies. Oh, arrows. Oh, lots of enemies on the right. Yes, they do spawn differently at night as well. So aside from days of the week, there's also different spawns at night. As you saw zombies there, so... I don't need an item on the left. So yes, this game has a time of day system. I think it's one of the few games of the SNES era which actually had not a real-time clock, but an actual day-night cycle with days of the week as well. I'm not sure if Secret of Mana had that, but this was really the first introduction of days of the week, I think, as well as time moving on. which leads to having very, very different spawns, as you can see. Hold on, just a little translation. Children Hood. Phew, that was a mess. Yeah. Now let's rest. You should get some sleep. Even different dialogue. A customer this late at night, you should get some sleep. Travelers this late at night, it's practically morning. Pulling too many all-nighters is bad for your health. And let's rest. Ooh, different days again. Sylphid and Jin. Sylphid and Jin. I need to make a note on the days of the week, actually. It should be... I think the one on the left is lagging one day behind again. I think I'm actually going to reset both of the games. So, if you're familiar with Japanese or any other languages in Asian languages, the days of, well, maybe even like many other languages as it is, days of the week are associated with different elements. So there's moon, fire, water. Earth Day is Saturday. That's gnome. Oh, I'm on the same day. Did one of the elementals get renamed? Maybe that was my mistake. Sylphid. Break. That's what I was gonna do. So yes, a couple of minutes. And I need to look this up. This is confusing. Translation differences. Ugh. I know sylphs are elementals according to Power Celsius. Oh, of course! Oh, that was where I made the mistake. Oh, Jin is also an elemental. Ah, that was just a dumb moment for me. It was completely synced up. It was just... I didn't think about the elementals being renamed. Or the spirits. So Jin is an elemental in like Arabian myth or something, and sylphids are also some kind of air spirit creature thing. Oh, that was stupid of me. Okay. Whoops. So absolutely no issue at all. It was just because of that particular day. Everything else seems to be fairly similar. Salamander, well this is Salamander, but Undini, Gnome, Mana, Luna, okay. Whoops, sorry. Just making lots of mistakes here, aren't I? Okay, so let us... Who are you people? What are you talking about? I was just... Excuse you? We risk our lives to get your stupid nitromite and you forgot about us? And Angela on the left really, really likes yelling. You don't even remember. Oh, right, I didn't forget. I just... And on the right it says, oh, I didn't forget, I just couldn't remember. What's that nitromite for again? Huh, so he's a lot more absent-minded on the right. He's just asking about the gunpowder on the left. Okay. Oh, of course, I remember now. It's for the cannon. It's for the cannon. Of course I remember. Crazy guy. Okay, let's go. I need to talk to him. Finally! A chance to test? Oh, ain't she a beauty? You already went over that. Wind, okay. Direction, check. Destination. Valstnara, ready for launch? Wind shear, check. Targeting, check. Locked onto Valstnara. Okay, time to go for the fast travel method in the Mana series. Getting fired out of a giant cannon. Don't try this at home, kids, because that usually kills people. The cannon kills people as well. But yeah, falling from a great height is not good for you. I think I broke a nail on the left. This cannon better not leave a scar. I'd be a bit more worried about things other than scars. Well, there's also the whole giant barrel of high explosive behind you as well, so I think it's a little bit worse than getting hit by a cannonball. So I'm in a completely new area now across the bridge, I think. Need to kind of figure out where to go from here. I need to get into Valstnara. Yeah. People die if they are killed. And a save point. Let's save there. Game saved. What's this hole? Ooh. Ooh. It's a series of portals. Yeah, it's just the facial expressions on these sprites, especially when they do the whole I'm falling thing. It's really similar to Chrono Trigger, and well, I'm pretty sure that more people rather have played Chrono Trigger, so they know what the sprites there are like. And since people didn't know about this, Chrono Trigger is considered to have some of the most beautiful sprites on the SNES, character sprites. B Lancer on the right and Gao B on the left. Just more combat. This place sort of looks familiar. Oh, that chest is in the way. Maybe it's just because of the grassy stuff. Well, for the most part, even if you did have had an SNES, you would not have played these games. So this was Japan only. I think that's kind of the context behind this whole special stream in the first place. It has only been available in Japan until... Oh, that's a creepy looking tree. What's this? It's just a creepy looking tree. and it was only released last week in English. Which is why I'm kind of looking at the fan translations now. My internet connection appears to be a little choppy at the moment. That should resolve in maybe a minute. Or not. That's not good. Okay, it's fine now. Yeah, don't know about that tree. As well, also, again, going on from region exclusives. Oh, it's dropping again. It's just a second. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just gonna quit a couple of things in case that's causing internet connection issues. No, it's actually my connection. Just gonna quit a couple things. It shouldn't be a problem though. Well, until I upgrade my internet connection though, the only thing I can really do is keep playing. Hopefully it'll resolve itself in a few minutes. I hope my audio is fine though, I'm not breaking, I'm not cutting off. So Chrono Trigger was also only released in the US. Before Chrono Trigger DS led to an international release. Oh wait, I don't think I need to go through any of these. So it was never actually available in Power Regions on the SNES, and it was only until the DS remake, which where everyone, the rest of the world, kind of had access to it, even though it was available in English. That's really bad. That frame rate is really bad. I've already closed everything I can. So it's not me. Okay, where do I go from here? There's no way down. Let's go up. Okay, let's go through this hole. Where am I now? That's a cliff. Mole bears. At least these aren't as bad as owl bears. They're just mole bears. Is Sonic could Sonic be a mole bear? I mean, he's not really a hedgehog. Let's be honest here. It's starting to get dark as well. So the goal here is to get to the city. Here we are. Symbols. It's. I think this is a pretty common thing in Japanese dialogue. It's just symbols. It's always kind of weird. What happened? Everyone's dead. Oh well, no, everyone's dying. Altena invasion. The king is in danger. His Majesty is in danger. What? Oh, that's a cut a line out there. Oh, that's a nice fireball effect. And we get to see him die twice. Maybe later. Angela and the others began to realize they had walked into the middle of an invasion. Angela and the others finally made it to the kingdom of Valstnara, only to find it decimated. So all of a sudden we have a narrator again, so this is really something that's up to you, I suppose, on which one has better prose and which better writing, because this is just narration. And there is Brian. His name's just Brian. No, not really. I don't know where the name Brian comes from. It's not here. It's just something I saw online. I think it was someone attempting to fix a retranslation of a retranslation. Corvin, keep at it. I'll go pay the king visit. Crimson Wizard, well done. Release the magical creatures into the car. Oh, that's one bit of information that's been lost. But yeah, I was going over it yesterday as well. Corwin's name, the Crimson Wizard's name, has a lot of different translations in the fan translations. So there's Corwin, there's Crimson Wizard, blah blah blah. But his name is not Corwin. He does not have a name. How to come to this? Altena attacking Valstnara? We have to stop the Crimson Wizard. Oh, that's a lot of stuff that was lost. I thought there was going to be a bit of dialogue there. I kind of need to heal Angela. Get rid of that. But yeah, it's really one of the issues in fan translations where it's done by amateurs. A lot of people think it's better. It's probably just bias. But it's not. I mean, it could be equal to a professional translation, but it's not really possible for it to be better, because it is usually done by amateurs. And since this was translated by 3 people, 3 different names come up for the Crimson Wizard. It was cut off, and the name Crimson was just transliterated literally into an incorrect reading of the Japanese name as well, so it's actually an incorrect translation. That's a second off. Oh, I'm getting like a second off now. Sort of. So the word crimson in Japanese is Guren, but if you read the kanji incorrectly, it comes out as Koren. Crimson Wizard. Guren no Madoshi. It's just how it is. Oh, is that the giant chess piece? Chess Knight. But yeah, another thing that happens as well is that people... Oh, that's not good. How much damage did I get there? They did the same skill at the same time. I'm just gonna cast some magic on them. But yeah, another problem that happens as well in fan translations is that the people editing it don't really have enough skill in editing. So, can I just hit past through walls? Yes, I can. So what they do is that they take the incomplete, unprofessional translation and then try to make it sound better, which just makes it drift further and further away. So, I think that's why I found the name Brian in a fan wiki. There might be another retranslation, or fan retranslation of this game, where they took the name Koren and then localized it, quote unquote, into an ordinary name, Brian. Or at least that's what I think happened. I don't really know if there are any other attempts at translating this. It could just be someone adding something random to the wiki as well. Chess piece again. Unicorn head. Chess knight. Huh. Unicorn head. Okay. Where do I go from here? Magician, black mage. Yeah, it's very much a mixed bag. You kind of have to be careful and look at the sources as well. So fan wikis usually, I don't really like looking at them. I try to look for the source as much as possible. I was very much into Wikipedia back in the day, actually writing articles and stuff as well, or at least I tried. But you know, eventually you still have to look at the sources and go straight to the sources rather than just looking at the encyclopedia directly. I mean, that's kind of what an encyclopedia is. It's kind of it's a really abridged summary of stuff. It's probably just more enemies on the right, isn't it? Yeah, it's just more enemies. Yay, experience points! Rocket punch. And I leveled up at the same time, I think. Can I raise Dex? Yes, let's raise Dex. Yeah, always got to be careful, especially when you're looking at stuff that's not officially in English. Like, wikis also suffer from lots of fan translation issues as well, and lots of stuff like that. Haha, we meet at last, oh honorable King Richard. Even the hero king is powerless when paralyzed by magic. So it was indeed, there's the third name, the Wizard of the Red Lotus. You must be the Crimson Wizard of Altena. Why would Valda, the true queen, mount this cowardly attack? Spied on us that night? Oh, that's a reference to Duran's backstory. Queen of Reason. Simple. We need your mana stones and we'll stop at nothing to get it. And yeah, the Crimson Wizard is a lot more dramatic. He thought it best to destroy Valstnara before retaliation. The Queen's only regret is that she couldn't be here to take it in person. Not sure which one is right. Indeed, a pity. The Japanese probably said something ambiguous, like "soka," which could mean a lot of different things, especially with the subtext and all that. Is that all you have to say for yourself? Is that all you wish to ask? Okay. 3-dot ellipse. That's a proper grammar. 6-dot ellipse is not correct. Fine. Then die. Take this. Just making things less cliche. And also all caps is not really how you write proper prose either. Oh, he's like invincible. Well, well, well. Look what we have here. May our paths cross again. Of all the people in the world, I never thought I'd see you here. We'll meet again, that's for sure. Wait till your mother here. Oh, that's a lot of... Ugh, not again. Why don't you fight me? Why are you so self-centered? Stay here and fight, you coward. Oh, sure, run away. Because, ooh, wow, Duran has a lot of anger, isn't he? Duran's personality is just so different as well. Broadly speaking, he's like taking his aggression out on other people. Duran's taking his aggression out on himself and beating himself out of it. Beating himself up with self-doubt and stuff. Stay safe, Your Majesty. Okay, what now? Do you know my mother? The Queen of Reason? Title. Yes, though she attempted to take my life. She didn't leave. It says she left Altana. And also because he's in a fan translation. Yeah. It's not nothing. Stop hiding it and tell me. You can't just say something like that and expect me not to have questions. It's alright. My princess. Okay. Be still. I am not offended. My apologies. Just a lot more sophisticated thoughts on the right here. How could she think of doing that? Valda is a kind soul. I cannot imagine her doing that. So they know each other well. Oh! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. A fairy. Fairy with a capital F. Back in my dragon fighting days. Just a different meaning here, indicating, kind of implies there's more than one dragon. Or not. I was one of the chosen ones. That fairy was cut down. This bodes ill for the world. Cool, more backstory. 8 mana stones exist in the world. From the stones come the 8 elements: earth, water, fire, wind, light, dark, moon, and wood. Earth, fire, wind, light, darkness, the moon, and wood. The moon. Okay. Each mana stone is... Oh, that's a lot of dialogue on the left. So far we found Wisp, the spirit of light, Gnome, the spirit of earth. Bit of redundancy there, saying the spirit of twice on the left. That could have been written better. Hey yo! How you doing? Ha. 6 remain. You must travel to Peloport by boat from Beisel, then you can reach Laurent's Mana Stone. It is the Wind Stone. You should visit the Wind Stone next. The Corridor of Wind in Roland. Roland. Corridor of Wind? No idea what that is. The closest port is Pelo. I understand. Thank you. There we go. Gin and Sylphid. Ugh, why did I make that mistake? To find the rest of the Mana Stones, you would need the Wind Spirit Jin's help. You need Sylphid's wind powers. Okay. Okay, just the same dialogue again. Thought he was going to say something else. Okay, need to find a save point. It says talk to the king and everyone else, and then use the cannon. Cannon again? Okay. But I need to go to, oh, why are there so many different spellings of Beisel here? Beisel! But let's rest first because it's the middle of... Who's that? Is that... Bon voyage? Bonjour. Bonjour. I'm not sure which is better here. Because changing it to a V makes it less obvious, but still funny. But the one on the left is a little bit too on the nose with the whole French pun. I know you want to go back, but hang on. Except it's not set up yet. Lots of text boxes. Okay. I think I just need to rest. I am Ella. Yeah. I am Bagu. Yeah. There's the inn. So in Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, for those of you who don't know, there was a kind of a side quest where there are these two NPCs. One is called Era, and one was called Bagu. And they knew each other, but the thing is, because of the way Japanese katakana works, a bug would be rendered as bagu because of the extra vowel at the end. So in English, it was kind of confusing to figure out. So, yeah, Roland, Rolanti, Rolando, or whatever. So pretty much all of the like made up names for all of the locations suffer from stuff like that. Grasslands, country, Force Center, Kingdom of the Plains. The times are identical again. I don't know where that 5-second discrepancy came from. Rested. Now what's this guy? Welcome. What does he sell? Stuff. Oh, he sells chocolate and honey elixir as well. Consciousness, clear all effects. Stardust herb, same name. Goopoo gas, medical herb, honey drink, honey elixir. It's just rename. It's the name elixir kind of evokes the whole elixir thing in Final Fantasy, so it's a bit of a thematic difference there. A thematic reference, rather. Okay, now what do I do? Talk to everyone. Just talk to everyone. Walk through those. Mother, talk to the dog. Z, Z, Z. Oh. That kid. Where's that other purple kind of kid? Wandering around aimlessly. There he is. Let's talk to them. Hello, Wendy's brother? What? Oh, that didn't make any sense. Weapon shop. Armor shop. Armor on the right, I think. Accessories doesn't really do much. Oh right, I've already been here, sort of, haven't I? Well, I can go in here and actually find... Oh, yep. Sorry, not in here, this is my house. Please skip just for this one house, it's my house. I promised I wouldn't come back. I know how obnoxiously stubborn you can be. Oh, that's too bad, though I wanted to see your room. What? What? What on earth? What's going on with the left side at the moment? All of those skeletons in your closet and the secrets under your bed. Wow, the one on the right is much more of a tease, I think. And also no mention of him being stubborn. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but the one on the right is definitely more, a bit better phrased, I think, as a joke. Just being a lot more coy about it. I mean, you could call that censorship if you really wanted to, you know, just, but being more subtle is. But having it still there is just better writing, I think, as well. Because you know, you don't need to be upfront. You know, it's kind of like how I sometimes complain about how just random profanity is thrown in. So that's an issue, and I'm not going to talk to that bartender anytime soon. He's wandering around. So that's kind of why I've commented in several times where I'm not really a big fan of profanity for the sake of it. Because, you know, you just throw it in and it doesn't really have a lot of meaning if you just keep throwing it everywhere. And that's kind of what I think. Fortune reading, second floor. Let's go back to the fortune teller. Maybe they can tell me what to do. Maybe. Oh, what's going on? Oh, the dialogue on the right didn't move forward. All I see is a fairy creature running around. Yes, a fairy just like that. Oh, you're real? Whenever I'm inside someone, their future becomes uncertain. It's impossible to divine the future of a person possessed by a fairy. I just really like the fact that it's using big words. There's so much room for these big words. That gave me a cold sweat. Giving me a headache. Okay. What am I supposed to do here? Use the cannon. I think I was supposed to rest and that was it. Ooh. I think, getting a bit too meta there. Oh, looks like the cannon's still not set up. It just says rest. It says talk to everyone and then rest. But unfortunately, that's really not helpful. I think I need to talk to specific NPCs. If I read a different walkthrough, like the one I used originally, actually, I would have been able to find that. Let's try resting again, actually. Press the button. Yeah, but it also means that I get stuck. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's why I got stuck on this game when I played it the first time around. I just could not figure out who to talk to, or maybe I was just too young to like have the patience to talk to specific people. Also, the dialogue isn't that great at giving me directions, the fan translation, so kind of just used a walkthrough, but for the sake of like convenience, I'm kind of using a different walkthrough here, which is really just a series of dot points. So that way I can just have everything on a single page and I can just strike stuff off. But I didn't really read this, and unfortunately it just tells me to, like, when I'm out of town, talk to everyone, and that's it. And that's kind of annoying if all the NPCs keep walking around as well. I think I know what to do, I just need to get a cannon. Like, the king's already told me my objective. I know where to go. I need to take a cannon back. But I think I need to talk to someone to find more information. So I already made that mistake when getting the gunpowder. Like, I was told that the cave was... that the entrance was in the cave, but couldn't do anything. So I had to go back, and someone else told me that the entrance was hidden in the cave. It's not just in the cave, it's hidden in the cave. So... there's no one here, just talk to everyone in the castle. There's only one person in the castle, and that's the king. Oh, and Von Soir, or Bonjour. Von Soir is the other one. Oh, and down here. What's this? Stairs! I think everyone's dead. Like really, really dead. I mean, it was kind of just attacked. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. I think I'm just gonna look for NPCs. Maybe I should try to talk to that bartender. Oh, there's also this old guy. Flowers are blooming early this time. Seems like a bad omen. Okay, there's nothing there. This is the Valstnara Royal Library. Oh, I can read books. Monster Manual. Written in an ancient script, includes illustrations of the rabbite, myconid, and others. It has information on everything from rabbits to mushrooms. Some monsters are described in an ancient language. Naughty novel. X-rated magazine. Aside from just being kind of frank about it, oops, the way it's phrased on the left just kind of breaks immersion, because those are terms that you see in modern times. So, the mana tree. The goddess exists in the form of a tree. Blah, blah, blah. Names of the god beasts. Benevodons. Land, Umber, Tankards, Feedman, Stolen. Oh wow, these actually all... but all of them are correct, I think. Except for the god beast thing. Land, Umber, Dankard, Zanbi... Janbi? That's surprising. Secrets of the Mana Stone. They're full of mystery. Okay. Oh, so the one on the right seems... They're full of mystery. Once when the world was yet trapped in darkness, Oh, this is like a complete copy of the prologue on the left. I have no problem with that being cut. Class changing. The power of the Mana Stones can change a person's class. A hidden power of some Mana Stones is the ability to draw out up to 2 class changes, one at level 18 and one at level 38. Without a specified level of battle experience 18, switch. The second class change has been sealed. Class 3 is the highest possible class. Without a second magical item, one cannot unlock the class. Okay. Pretty sure I need to unlock the cannon. Let's talk to that bartender now. If you are going to walk up to me, any minute now. Yep, please. Welcome, take a seat. Oh, welcome. Hope you. Okay, that was useless. Yeah. Well, she didn't say anything useful, so never mind. What here? I've already been there. Okay, I've kind of talked to everyone. This person... I saw some sort of cannon in the courtyard of the car. Ugh. Did talking to them unlock it? And there's no one here. Go. The Golden Knight Loki. Loki, who sacrificed himself to defeat the Dragon Emperor. While defending the Hero King of Dragons. Okay. Good. Okay, I think I can finally use the cannon now. It's been set up, I hope. Hopefully... There we go! Okay, hello, cannon time! Oh, he's actually talking a lot on the right. Hop in, I'll send you back to my brother's place. Oh, don't worry, I'm a much better shot than he is. Oh, that's a lot of flavor dialogue. Yes, please. Hello, Ryoko. Don't break your legs. Oh, completely accurate. Free city of Maia. Yay! Okay, I'm back. Leave Port Town, head all the way south. So now I need to go on that road again. And instead of going to the cave, I think I need to go to Beisel? Beisel, whatever, how you pronounce it. Let's just save though. Mana Day! Sunday. Lunar Day, Moon Day, Monday. You all get the reference, I hope. And made at the same time. Game saved. The one good thing about this though is that I do have it's a checklist, so I can kind of figure things out. Okay, now I need to go through the golden road again. This is great music. Strength, dexterity, stamina. What shall I raise? Let's raise... I already raised health, did I? Oh, I can raise any of them. Not intelligence, because she's a cleric. I could raise this, but I'm not really sure about the spells I would be using. Let's just raise agility. I'm just really playing it safe. Assassin bug, rabbite. So confusing. Okay, I wonder what that freaky chew is all about, now that I remember it. Oh well. Oh, another level up. That's not good. What do I raise here? I should probably raise intelligence, actually. Yeah, that was another bit of magic I just learned. So here is the town. Merchant City Beisel. Beisel. I really need to synchronize my levels though. There we go. Intellect. Diamond shards. Merchant Town Beisel, Merchant City Beisel. Let's take a look at skills, because I just want to know what these are. Holy Ball, Holy Bolt, MP2. 1 all enemies. Diamond Missile, Diamond Shards. So yes, ice-based. And since this began as a spin-off from Final Fantasy, those naming themes are still kind of in place. Just pretty basic RPG principles. So this is elemental water and no. And this is like light based. It's only 2 MP, so. And here is the town. There's the inn. Let's just check this place out a little. Like going into completely different sides of the weird sounds coming from inside. Must be a ghost. I'm Mataro, expert on paranormal activity. Everyone calls me the ghost hunter. Oh, this is like a side quest or something? This place is quiet during the day, but not at night. There are flashing lights and noises. Matero. Matero. The one on the left is like obviously just katakana conveyed directly. Matero. Okay, let's ignore that. What am I supposed to do here? There's a mention of a shop here. A really important shop, the black market. So let's rest here and wake up at night and check that out. That might be the haunted house, actually. Let's just take a look at that. We'll see what items are offered. I probably will just cheat for armor though, depending on when I do this in the next session. Okay, that ghost guy is gone. I guess this is the black market. Ghost? No way, I just work in the black market during the day. Kids think this house is haunted. Ugh, I sweep the night market. Ah, black market, night market. Because black market implies stolen goods. Okay. Where's the night market then? Is this it? This looks like the night market. Welcome! Throwing weapons. Dark coin, man, potter oil. No bueno market. With great difficulty. Thanks for... I really appreciate that you like it though. It's a crazy idea, but yeah. I'm essentially playing each side one-handed. So on my left hand, I'm controlling the left side of the game entirely, one-handed, and same for the right. I'm playing the game one-handed on the right. And this is mainly to deal with RNG. So the first time I tried, I actually attached one controller to 2 instances of the game, but that led to some issues in combat. So what does this merchant have? Welcome! It's so crazy. I kept trying to ask people to convince me to stop or just to tell me to not do it, but I guess it's a little bit too awesome. Come again! What are these ladies? Where the black market's feature attraction, the Aurora Sisters? Famed entertainers of the night market. No thank you. So it's just a shop at night, there's nothing illegal going on. Black market kind of implies something different. It is a merchant town after all. It just never sleeps, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, it's... Wind Kingdom Laurent, Seas of Laurent got invaded. But yeah, this is very much started as a bit of an experimental endeavor because comparing translations was something I used to do. It was kind of like a little hobby I had at one point, and seeing Trials of Mana really ignited that again, because this is one of the few games which is very good, and yet hasn't really gotten attention at all on the translation side. So, and yeah, let's just save and wake up in the morning again. And playing them simultaneously is also the only way I can do it. I've mentioned Clyde Mandolin several times, and he's a professional translator, and he also has this really big side thing of comparing translations, so he's really the main guy to go to if you want translation comparisons. And last year he did a really big stream series of Final Fantasy VI, where he played one copy of the game and actually loaded up 4 or 5 different scripts and browsed through them at the same time in a unique interface, so he could scroll through them, and it kind of synchronized with the game running at the time because he kind of programmed a way for it to be synchronized. So it was just an extra program on the side that loaded up the scripts. I can't do that. Not only that, but my Japanese is terrible, so I can't compare the Japanese version. So I'm just looking at these 2 versions here, the official translation and the fan translation. The walkthrough told me to buy items from the black market or night market, but let's just go to Laurent, because I'm supposed to go there. For some reason it's just telling me to go at night. I think I can just go during the day though, so 1 per passenger, total is 150. I guess we need to do a little bit of math on the left. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've kind of played up to the first boss and got a little stuck afterwards. So at this point this is totally blind, though I do have a rough walkthrough in front of me on my desk. To make things a little neater though, I have a walkthrough. It's actually a checklist version, so I am actually still getting a little bit lost here. But yeah. Anchors away! Yeah. Since this new translation was made, actually in response to the remake, I'm pretty sure most of the dialogue here is actually identical. Apparently there will be extra cutscenes and story variations in the remake, so I think that's what the main difference will be, rather than the translation. But if what I've heard is correct, the remake was planned first, and since that was being completely localized, they decided to just take all of that and do the original as well for localization. Fishing harbor, payload port. And now I'm here. That's a really mean looking knight there. Let's see what he says. Naval soldier, Naval agent. Whoops, it got taken over by enemies. This place is just completely being invaded. Naval agent. Ellipse. 2 ellipses. 2 ellipses. Let's see here. What am I supposed to do from here? I think I just... Payload port? Huh, it doesn't actually mention payload in the walkthrough. Did I go to the right place? I'm supposed to climb Mount Laurent. Oh, I'm lost. This is not mentioned here in the... Oh, past the heavens, heaven's way. I think this is the right way. Level 8 enemy, so I'm leveling up at the same rate. At a decent rate, I think. I hope this is the right way. There will be a point where I actually have access to flight, so I will have... what's his name? You know, the bird you ride in this one. I can't remember. Salamander? Sylphid? I think I have access to Sylphid or something. So that will make this a little confusing. But so far the game seems to be linear, so... Yeah, there's been... I've already heard some things on the grapevine about which is better, but I think that debate will continue for some time because the fan translation has been in like collective memory for much longer. And I remember Clyde Mandelin getting warned to not do this straight away either, because he was going to have that kind of bias as well. But, you know, playing through this, I'm seeing good things, I'm seeing bad things. Broadly speaking, I very much prefer the official one though, even with some of the weird stuff, like Charlotte's dialogue or something. And that's because of a very fundamental problem of the amount of text that is in the game. Oh, my party members are not following me on the left. So you can see it straight away that the dialogue on the left uses full width top text, while the one on the right uses half width text. There's some half width. Oh, what is wrong with my party members not following me? There are some parts of the game in the fan translation which uses half width text, but it's not done at all in text boxes in dialogue, and that means extra text boxes are added, dialogue is cut, and it's generally edited down to a much shorter length. And that was a very common problem in translations in the SNES era. Like I prefer the official translation for Chrono Trigger DS as well, and Final Fantasy IV, even with all the bit of fantasy flair that's added, because there's just more room to write prose and story and narration, and everyone has more personality because they can speak in a more sophisticated way, instead of being forced to use short words and be very brief in what they say because of character limits. So just as a core principle, I would favor the official one, but that's mainly me as who does take interface rather seriously. I'm always looking at video game interfaces and seeing how well a game controls, because video games are my thing. And yeah, there's still some weird things though, like just little bits as well that I think the fan translation does better, but they're not major problems. So yeah. Where am I supposed to go? It's like night time. Yes, that's very annoying. It's very strange. I should probably heal Charlotte there. I mean, one of the most obvious ones is that Charlotte's name is shortened in the fan translation. And the character limits will fix that. But yeah, the dialogue's kind of annoying to me as well, because replacing all of the dialogue like all of the letters like that with letter W's, just broadly speaking makes things more difficult to read. Personality-wise, I suppose... okay, so here we are at Laurent. Ugh. It says something's about to happen, so... what was I talking about? Yeah, but just as a way of how dialogue is written, I don't think you're really supposed to modify normal English that much for personality, and unfortunately, I think Charlotte's dialogue goes way too far, because every single letter R and L, almost every single letter, is replaced with a W. So, like if you're playing this and your language is not English initially, like if your second language is English, or if you're just having, if you're not very good at English, that's definitely a hurdle. The official one also doesn't hold back in with large words as well. So, oh, I'm doing much better on the left now. Oh no, used the wrong item on this wrong person. But yeah, I'll be. Oh no, I've been knocked down. Oh no, no, oh, oh. Nearly total party kill. Zombies. Always with the zombies. Always with the zombie enemies here. Yeah, so this game is very difficult. I have already cheated to give myself good weapons. Next session, I will definitely have to add all of the best defenses as well. Or maybe I should just level myself up to maximum. I don't really want to do that though. I'm just taking a lot of damage here. I need to get to the top of this mountain. I'm kind of getting close to the 3-hour mark now. The top of the hour, to be precise. And I would like to wrap up at that point. Kinda need to follow the walkthrough, I think. Go east at the second junction. I should find a field of flowers. So the gate at Laurent was closed. Start climbing, go east at the second junction. What does that mean? You should find... something. Just lots and lots of damage being taken. Kind of annoying that there isn't really an item to heal everyone though. There's nothing to heal the entire party. Heal Duran as well. So I'm already cheating for infinite items. I just don't want to cheat to fix my health. Maybe she should, but that's usually a high level spell. Actually, what spells does she have now? I pressed left on one side and right on the other. Yeah. Healing light, heal light, twinkle rain, tinkle rain, twinkle rain, Tried to fix that whole thing reference. Don't know. That's another corridor of wind gust hall. I can't get in. Oof, what was this? Oof! What was this barrier? Okay, so I can't go this way. What now? Chibi devil. Imp. Yeah, I think it was a cutscene of some kind. Maybe I need to interact with it? I might need to use an elemental there. Oh, I need to find all these guys again. Nothing. Can't interact with it. It says actually that I need to find the poppy field, and I actually get brought into Laurent. Rather than that weird thing. So I think that actually leads to the next elemental. I guess. Oh, it took a while for them to aggro. More combat. Yeah, Sealford. So I'm pretty sure I would gain access to my airship, so to speak. And it's the Wind Kingdom as well, Laurent. But the big problem is, where do I go? Oh, and time of day is progressing differently for some reason. Oh, it's already day on the... Okay, whatever. Let's just head back to town. I think this is back to town. Oh, I need to synchronize these days again. Oh, a save point! Why on earth am I there? Oh, one of those jumping things. Whee! I think I'm getting close. I'm really just wandering around. I think I'm like totally lost. Day thing as well. Is this it? I'm sure flowers will be here. Yeah, I think this is it. Like the walkthrough just said junction. Oh, but it's a completely different time of day. There we go. Oh no, these are Sonoso flowers. It just says flowers on the left. There we go, there we go. And there's Reese. Or Reese. Oh, thank you for taking off my shoes as well. Where is this? Where am I? This is Rolanti's secret hideout. We've gathered the remaining troops from the Amazon army here to retake the castle. We have been preparing our remaining forces. Oh, and who are you? I am Reese, Princess of the Kingdom of Laurent. I am the Prince of Laurent, Reese. I assumed I alone survived. I received word of this hidden base. I thought I was the only one alive. I've been searching for my brother Elliot. So I heard about this place. We came here looking for the Wind Stone. You know anything about it? The Wind Stone, to be precise. I was just there, on the western side. I believe it is located in Gust Hall, a cave in the westerly mountains. We could have controlled the wind view, but it's been taken over. Let's settle then. We'll help. Maybe we can help you. This is our fight. Oh, just cliche stuff. Once you recover, please leave. Once you are fully rested, you are free to leave. Wow, thanks for the help, Reese. I think Reese is better. Oh, a 3-dot ellipse for once on the left. Oh, and there's like a person right there. So I'm going to look for a save point. And then that'll be the end of the session. I'm almost close to the 3-hour mark. So the flowers out in the meadow are sleeping flowers. Sonosa flowers. Don't worry, you become immune to their sleep spores after being exposed to it once. Okay, so it means I can leave. Can I save? I'm fully rested, secret hideout. Everyone here is a Valkyrie. We will fight until our last breath. The castle is just up the mountain from here. It's further up the mountain. Yeah, so everyone here, just, you know, Valkyries, spear ladies, and all that. We're in the middle of a meeting. A tactical meeting is in progress? Okay. Let's just bust in. Your Highness. Please, do not strain yourself. Calm down, take it easy. Oh, I'm alright. Forgive me, I'm not a military technician. I never thought I'd be doing this. Forgive me, I never learned tactics or strategies of war. Wait, I know! We could ask the sage! Don Perignon. Don Perry? Don Perignon? 2 names rather than 1. Don who? Don Perry. He'd know what to do. He's a brilliant strategist. Advice the Kyo King. His advice lends Prince Richard. He's a king now. Don't know why they keep dropping his name. I think it just sounds better with Hero King, I guess. Makes it seem more legendary. I guess it's sort of like a reference to King Arthur or something, with the way it's written. Koroboku. 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 He's a Koroboku. He lives in the Koroboku forest. Don Perry is Koroboku. C, K, and B, and P, and all beings that dwell in Rabbit Forest, south of Jack. It's going pretty well, I think. It's quite, it's manageable, but I think I'm gonna need to add some more cheats to really give myself a safety net from dying. And I am following an abridged walkthrough rather than a full one, and I do keep getting lost sometimes. But yeah, it's been pretty interesting. I'm going to find the next save point and wrap up though, so that's pretty much it for today. Kind of going through a little bit of exploration here. Then let's go and find him. Yep, a bit more complicated. Koropoko do not like smarter folks such as us. Oh, I need to find a hammer. I need to find a mini hammer, don't I? Personally, I would prefer the one on the right, the official one. I'm sure it's going to be controversial. A lot of people are still going to prefer the fan translation. But just the fact that there's more text in here, right? Rather than trying to use, rather than trying to actually make the text box work in the fan translation, they just opted for full width text and very large fonts. They didn't really take advantage of the HD resolution mode that this game used. But on the right, they do it properly, and it's quite similar to what you'd see in Chrono Trigger DS with their small text as well. Although in that case, they just used a small font. In this case, this is actually high resolution. So the game is actually running in a very high resolution at the moment. Why don't you leave it to us then? We need to get into Gust Hall. We can't get into... Hello! Oh, thank you for the bits. Yes, I haven't actually mentioned it yet, because I'm not really sure about the right time to mention it. But yes, thank you so much for the bits as well. Thank you, Charlie. Would you take this mission? Thank you, it'd be such a help. Since you insist, thank you very much. Okay. I know, I'm just not really sure how. It's not very hard to figure out though if you look at the channel. Yeah. What should we do? You must appear less human and more Koropoko-like. There we go. You can do that if you have the legendary Chibiko hammer. I think someone in Beisel owned it. You must find the legendary minor mallet. Rumor has it that it's in Beisel. Beisel? Yeah. But yes, see, it seems that yesterday's big stream of this actually just put me over the edge. But personally, I didn't expect it to get it until later, and I'm just being very cautious about it. But though I have set things up and all that, so yeah. And yes, thank you, Rafang, for the subscription. Boom. Yeah, that's my first subscriber. So yes, it's thanks to this stream that I just got this. I'm very surprised. I thought it'd be later. But I guess this thing came out. I guess this thing came up, this whole Trials of Mana thing, and I managed to just see. It seems like I'm getting a pretty good audience here. People seem to be really interested in this comparison. Although I still keep thinking it's a bad idea. It's pretty stressful, I think. Well, I seem to be handling it, but yeah. What do I do? I need to kind of get out of here. No one has managed to find our base. What now? Oh, there's like a secret. There's a secret thing here. Huh. Secret exit. What now? This way. What? What's this? Little bit of backtracking, I think, because there is another cannon. Yay! I get to. Is that Bon Voyage's cannon? That looks like Bon Voyage's cannon. Is that Von Voyage's cannon? Oh, you know my cousin? I'm his cousin, Mercy. Your name's Mercy. Nice to meet you. Bon Mercy? Von Mercy? Merce? Merce. I think that's how you pronounce it. Will this cannon reach Beisel? Sure. Okay. Water breaks your fall, right? No, I hit a hard surface. And I'm dead. Oh well, I'll get better. Okay, now I can rest here. What day is it? I think my days desynced. No, they have not. I'm on Undini Day. Water Day. Let's rest, save, and that'll be it for this session. I'm supposed to go at night, actually. Yeah. Well, I am supposed to be fighting a bunch of Benevodons or divine beasts or god beasts soon, so... Undini Day. Okay. Save.